Hi everyone, so we have reached day 6 of our virtual Pilates workout series, and for those of you that has been following since day 1, I am sure you're starting to feel and experience the benefits of getting into a consistent habit of Pilates, and I can only imagine that the feeling must be great and really amazing. I know I certainly am starting to feel stronger during my runs and just during my general acts of daily living. Today we are going to be focusing on just loosening up that spine. Again, it's a full body workout, but our exercises are going to be centered around loosening up that spine and again making sure that we get a deep and beautiful core activation. So let's get straight into it. When you're ready, come and join me on the mat. Today we're going to be starting in an all fours position. We're going to start with our cat-cow. So we're just going to get into that correct posture, placing both hands under those shoulders, knees comfortably under those hips, taking a deep inhale. Exhale, opening that chest, looking in front of you. Inhale to pause. Exhale, rounding that spine as you tuck in that chin. Deep breath in. Exhale, opening. Inhale, exhale, rounding that spine. And lifting up. Coming back to neutral. You're going to draw right hip towards right shoulder, coming back to center. Then left hip towards left shoulder, coming back to center. And right hip, right shoulder. So when you're doing this, it's really just a movement of the pelvis from left to right. Just allowing that mobility to come through that bottom part of that back, coming back to center, just making sure your belly is sucked in towards that spine and you are in neutral. Your chin is tucked in, but not too tucked in. It's just in that happy neutral place. Lifting left arm up towards the sky. Right arm. Exhale, dropping that right arm between that left arm and left leg and just allowing that left elbow to come into contact with the mat and that right shoulder. Now pushing off using that left hand, lifting all the way back up and opening. And coming back in to, we call it threading the needle. Coming back up. We got one more after this one, and I want you to push off with that left hand when you lift up. Keep going. And lifting up. Now bringing arm overhead and coming back down and dropping into a rest position. Deep breath in. I want you to place your elbows on the mat and we're just going to draw our hands forward and we're going to come into a mini plank position, but our knees are bent and we're just leaning into the mat and your elbows are far away from you, and I want you to focus on compressing that chest down towards the mat. We're going to bring our hands into prayer position behind our back or behind our heads. Keep holding here. Deep breath in. Exhale, dropping those hands down and coming all the way down into rest position, bringing those glutes back onto your feet and then coming back into all fours, lifting that left arm up towards the sky. When you lift that left arm and open that left shoulder towards the ceiling, keep those hips facing down and then coming down, threading that needle. And then using your right hand now to lift yourself up and open. And coming all the way back down. And lifting back up. Inhale. Exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale. Back up. And coming back down. Lifting arm up, bringing it overhead, dropping it down, and leaning back into rest position. Placing those elbows on the mat. And now slowly Come into all fours with your elbows on the floor, drawing the shoulders down, allowing that upper body stretch. Really just embracing that upper back stretch. Hands in prayer behind the back of your head. Deep breaths. And placing your hands on the mat. Coming into an all fours position, tucking your toes in under those feet. And again, we're just coming into a downward dog, keeping those knees bent. And slowly extending them, keeping the tailbone facing the ceiling. Coming up into downward dog. Deep breath in. Coming back into all fours. And then into rest position. We're going to do that 2 more times. Coming into all fours. Lifting into downward dog. Keep holding. Bending those knees. Coming into rest position. When you come into all fours, I want you to push that spine all the way up towards the sky. And then toes under those feet. Coming into downward dog. Just let those hamstrings and calves stretch out. Just walking those feet out. And pushing both heels into the ground. Deep breaths. And slowly coming back into all fours. We're going to lift right leg up towards the sky, flexing that ankle, flexing that knee, and we're going to do little pulsations for 10, 9, just warming up those muscles, keeping that core tight. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to starting point, keeping your weight on that left knee. We're going to lift that right knee up and back down, and up and back down, keeping your ankle flexed, just getting those muscles ready for the next few minutes of Pilates. And last one, lifting and holding for 3, 2, 1, and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting left leg up, flexing that ankle, and we're pulsating for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping that weight on that right knee, bringing that left knee align with that right. Deep breath in. Exhale, bringing that knee out to the side. That's 1. Exhale out. Inhale in. Keep going. Stabilizing. And 3, 4. Keep going. And 7. And 8. Keep going. Now dropping that leg down, tucking those feet in, coming back into downward dog. Our next sequence, you can either join me in the push-up or you can just stay in that front support. But we're going to be rolling our spine forward, coming into front support. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming down. You can either come down and hover, or we can drop your chest all the way down, lift those arms, lift back up, coming into front support before you start. Coming back into that downward dog. Rounding that spine, coming into front support, neutral spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, push up, back up, back into that neutral, not leaning back into front support, pushing that spine up. So you're moving like a wave into front support. Before you come down into that push up, make sure you're in neutral spine, tummy tight, core tight. You can hold and down. We're going to do that 5 more times. And rolling forward and down into downward dog. And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Coming back up into downward dog. From this position, I'm going to drop down onto our elbows. So we're in dolphin, interlacing our hands. We're going to come forward into plank and then lean back. That's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5. We're doing 10, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Last one, stick with me. 10, dropping those knees, coming into rest position. Just allow that stretch. I'm really feeling it in those shoulders and that core. Inhaling, exhaling. We're going to have just a little recovery before we progress into the next part of that exercise. Elbows are in line with your knees, placing your right hand behind the back of your head, and we're just opening that right shoulder towards the sky. Inhale to center. We're just going to do 5 of these on each side before we continue. That's 3, 4, and 5. Extending that arm up towards the sky, reaching it overhead, bringing that right arm in contact with that right knee, left hand behind head, and opening that chest. And that's 2. And really focus on rotating from the level of that waist, keeping that shoulder away from your ears, and trying to open that chest, embrace that shoulder stretch and that spine stretch. And opening, extending arm up, dropping it down, and then walking those hands back into that rest position. Then coming back into all fours with your elbows on the mat. We're going to extend into plank position. Just make sure you're in alignment before we progress. Belly to spine, squeezing those glutes. Deep breath in. Exhale, hip tap to the right, lifting up to center, to the left. That's 1. Doing 8 of these. 2, 3. Keep going slow and controlled. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Come back to center and lifting your arms up into downward dog, allowing this rest in this time. Drawing those feet down into the ground as you draw that head between those arms. Deep breath in, coming into an all fours position, and we're just going to pivot ourselves onto our left hand side, and we're going to bring our right hand up towards the sky, keeping that core tight. Your fingers are away from that body. We're going to lift right knee up and back down. That's 1 and 2, 3, 4, core tight, 5, 6. You want to feel that activation in both glutes, belly in, and you're stabilizing. Keep going. On that 8th one, knee high, keeping that knee in alignment or in that position. You're just bending and extending. That's 2. And pointing and flexing that ankle as you bend and extend that knee. 5, 6, 7, and 8. And we're just going to grab that foot towards that glute and just allow a quad stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you can, opening that glute, that heel away from that glute as you open Drawing that hip forward for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending that leg, extending arm overhead, pivoting back down, and we're going to go straight into all four Pilates push-ups. So your knees are bent, extending that foot, deep breath in, exhale, that's down, that's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And keeping those knees on the feet and hands on the mat, we're going to toe tap for 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Dropping that knee down, leaning into rest position. I'm just going to turn around to face the other side so I don't turn my back on you, but just stay in that rest position, drawing your hands away. Deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling, coming onto all fours, pivoting onto that right hand side now, fingers away from the body into a side plank, knees, hips and shoulders aligned, core nice and tight, hand to sky. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting that knee up, that's 1 and 2, core tight, 3. Make sure you're feeling an activation. You don't want to put any pressure on that shoulder. Lift those ribs, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Keeping that knee where it is, extending and bending, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Bringing that elbow, that heel towards that glute, and bending that knee and allowing that stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now drawing that foot and hand away from the body. Deep breaths, core tight. Keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extending limbs, pivoting back around, keeping that left leg straight. Both hands on the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale into push-ups. That's 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and 8. Coming into that toe tap. Deep breath in. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Dropping those knees down, coming back into rest position. Deep breath in and walking your hands to the left hand side, allowing that right side body to stretch out. Deep breaths, coming to the other side, allowing that left side body. Deep breath, coming back to center, into rest position. Now slowly coming forward and just coming straight down, dropping those hips as you open that chest, looking up towards the ceiling. Keep holding. We're going to lift those knees off the mat, and we're just going to open towards, looking over that left shoulder, back to center, over that right shoulder, back to center. We're going to do that 3 times on each side. And opening. Last one. Now slowly coming all the way down onto that chest, resting your hands, your forehead on your hands, resting those knees on the mat, making sure that they are in contact with one another. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting head, neck and chest off the mat. Inhale down. So here we're working on our back extensor muscles, squeezing those elbows away from the mat, those shoulder blades down that back, keeping core tight. And if you're feeling any pressure on that back, rather don't lift as high or put a cushion under your pelvis. Coming back to center, placing your hands on your sides. I want you to squeeze your hands into the sides of your hips, looking straight down in front of you. You're going to lift head. So we're leading from that vertebra, from the bottom of that head, from the top of your neck. We're lifting up, rolling up, squeezing those hands into your sides. Inhale, exhale, reversing the movement, vertebra by vertebra. We're going to lift up, inhale, exhale down, and lift and down. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale down. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, exhale, lift and down, and lift and down. Last one. Lifting up and holding, opening that chest. I want you to squeeze your hands into those hips as much as you can. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, squeeze, 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 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly coming down, bringing arms out in front of you, palms facing each other. Deep breath in, exhale, up, lifting both arms and both legs, core tight, rotating palms to mat, to face the floor, squeezing those elbows together, rotating those palms as you extend, then rotating to the floor as you squeeze those elbows, and back. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Coming back into extension, dropping those limbs down, lifting yourself into rest position. Very nice. So allow this body and the heart rate to slowly come back down. Inhale and exhale, and slowly coming all the way down into a seated position. And I want you to rotate that left foot out and behind you, and you're tucking that right foot in towards that right groin, lifting arms all the way up. Inhale, exhaling, dropping right elbow into the mat as you reach that left arm overhead, opening that left side body, reaching over, and now slowly dropping that hand onto the floor, and then imagining like you're creating a circle with both hands, and then you're just circling yourself all the way around to lift that right arm overhead, to do the same thing but onto the other side, lengthening and stretching out that right side body. Try to keep those shoulders open, and same thing, we're drawing a circle with both arms, coming back and around and over. Keep holding. We're going to do that one more time on each side, and then we're going to change the position of our legs. Rotating over and reaching. Deep breath, drawing those glutes into the ground, stacking those shoulders, lifting arms up towards the sky. Deep breath in, chest to ceiling, dropping those hands down, and we're just going to change over. So left foot into that right groin, and that right knee is tucked in behind you. Lifting arms all the way up, deep breath in, drawing that right arm up towards the sky as you drop that left hand, looking overhead, looking to the direction of your arm. And just go as far as you feel comfortable, as long as you're getting a stretch, but don't sit through pain. Just give yourself grace and just embrace that light, comfortable stretch down that side body. Deep breath in, exhale, drawing that circle, and doing the same thing on the other side. Drawing that left glute into the ground. Keep holding. And one more time on each side, drawing that circle, coming across. And let's hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walking those arms along the mat and reaching over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting both arms up to the sky, opening chest towards the sky. We're going to lift that right knee, bring it over that left knee, and we're going to hug that left knee towards that right shoulder as you look over that, towards that left shoulder as you look over that right shoulder. And if you can, if you want a deeper stretch, you can almost bring that elbow right across and use your knee to help you rotate a little bit more. And just dropping and changing over towards the other side. So we're lifting that left knee, that left leg over that right knee, and drawing that left knee towards that right shoulder, looking overhead. Keep holding. And deep breath in, exhale, dropping both knees, lifting both arms up towards the sky. Last deep inhale, exhale, coming back to center. Hope you enjoyed that workout and are feeling nice and mobile and ready for your day. Just a reminder to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell button so you can get notified whenever I load another video just like this one. And again, for those of you who are in Durban, feel free to book your free Pilates class at the Sunshine Club studio. And the rest of you, I will see you next week, same time. Have a lovely day.